Welcome back, YouTube. So Caleb and I are going to be working on the infamous Ecotech 2.4 liter heavy oil consumption. We did the variable valve timing solenoids the other day. She declined some other work. I advised to pull the intake manifold and clean and clear and modify the PCV port. So Caleb is working on that. So then I went into all the TSBs, which is ridiculous. And then you stumble across information on engine oil consumption guidelines as of September 13, 2022. And this bulletin has been revised to include 2022 and 2023 vehicles. All engines require oil to lubricate, protect the bearing and internal moving parts from wear in the cylinder walls, piston rings, and so on and so forth. When the piston moves down in the cylinder, a thin film of oil is left on the cylinder wall, normal. During the power stroke, part of the oil layer is consumed in combustion process. As a result, varying rates of oil consumption are accepted as normal in all engines. That is such bullshit. So here's what it says. The accepted rate of oil consumption for engines used in vehicles referenced in 1 quart for every 2,000 miles. Some of these cars don't even have 3.5 quarts of oil in them. Some. 3.5 quarts. So that means by their acceptable rate, you're gonna blow your motor up.
I mean, if you go 10,000 miles,
which they recommend,
you're at 5 quarts in that motor alone. You're at 0.
No oil left in your engine.
By the end of 10
because who checks their oil today?
No.
Nobody.
A lot of people don't even know where their dipstick
They don't
is.
even know.
Some cars don't even have dipstick.
So here we go.
Exactly.
So let's skip past all this. This rate applies to personal use vehicles, not fleet driven, not trucks, things of that nature, which is even worse. Important, this rate does not apply to vehicles that are driven in an aggressive manner at high RPM, high speeds, in a loaded condition for trucks. Like how many people are driving around with their cars pack rat full of crap and transporting people all the time. That's more common than ever today. Oil consumption for vehicles driven under these conditions will be more. So when your engine runs low on oil, it starts to tear up the insides of your engine, period. Wow, what a screw-in that the industry is putting on everybody buying gasoline-powered vehicles and diesel-powered vehicles. Wow, you can read this TSB. It should be public information. If you just put that in Google. And this is right out of General Motors and Chevy's oil consumption guidelines. Unbelievable. More important now than ever, you need to check your oil regularly and stop changing your oil every 5 and 10,000 miles.
I'd honestly rather have an oil leak than do that. Have my engine eating oil.
Oh, insane.
I would much rather have